Serving one spoiled dish can damage years of trust. In restaurants, consistency is the key to success. How a restaurant handles stale food complaints decides its profits. This presentation is about the two different approaches that restaurants predominantly follow to handle stale food complaints. One provides an immediate fix. The other prevents the future occurrence as well. With an example walkthrough demonstrating how to determine the real root cause and apply a permanent fix.
The first method is the intuition-based method. This method is common in new restaurants. Here, the restaurant depends heavily on the manager's personal judgment, memory, experience, opinions, and bias. When a guest complains, the manager guesses the reason. That guess comes from past experience, not from current data. Then the manager takes broad actions, reprimanding staff, warning servers, blaming suppliers, or replacing them. It may solve the problem for a short time, but it usually does not solve it for good. Why? Because the action is based on opinion, not on the real operating condition. So the root cause stays the same, and the stale food complaint happens again.
The second method is the data-driven method. This method is common in growing restaurants. Unlike the first method, this one does not depend on one person. It relies on the restaurant's operational data, not on the manager's memory, opinion, or bias. When a guest complains, the manager notes down possible causes. They look at all relevant data points in the operations and find the true root cause of the complaint. Then they take corrective action based on facts. This method fixes the real problem behind the complaint, so the chance of the same complaint happening again is much lower. Going through an example makes this concept more clearer. Say one of your regular guests complained, "The dish is not fresh today. It doesn't match the taste expected from the last visit." What will your manager do? First, your manager lists down all possible causes, then validates the respective data points relevant to each cause, accordingly determines the real root cause specific to this complaint, and fixes that root cause. Possible causes for this stale food occurrence could be like an overproduction issue, wrong ingredients match selection, or a storage failure. In reality, possible causes for a stale food complaint could be many more. We'll see in detail only the top 3 of them here.
1. Is it the problem with overproduction? Check how many dishes were prepared during the previous session, and how many of them were unsold and passed to the next session. If the difference is big, that means expired dishes might be served to the guests. As a corrective action, strengthen the session handover process. Add more controls to acknowledge and prioritize the old dishes. If the difference is small, that means overproduction is not the cause of this stale food incident. Move to the validation of the next cause.
Is it the problem with ingredients? Check how many times chefs used recent ingredients while an old batch was still present. If it's happening very often, that means the old ingredients are being used later after their expiry date. As a corrective action, enforce the first-in, first-out rule. Train the staff periodically and validate the deviations every day. If ingredients are also perfect, then move to the next cause validation. Is it due to storage failure? Find the temperature fluctuations from the refrigerator logs. Also, verify the power outage logs. If minimum temperature is not consistently maintained, that means items are spoiled even before their expiry date. As a corrective action, fix the gaps in monitoring devices. Add more system alerts. Revise the expiry dates whenever a storage incident occurs. These are just 3 popular causes of stale food incidents. In reality, it would be around 50 to 70 such possible causes. In summary, stale food is mostly not an accident. It's a predictable outcome of misaligned systems. Operators who rely on intuition react with generic actions, temporary fix. Operators who rely on data respond with specific root cause, permanent fix. Please write a comment, yes, if you want me to elaborate on more causes. Transform your restaurant as data-driven in an easy way. I wish your restaurant to be a very happy restaurant for the guests, which always serves fresh food.